No, I'm a nurse.
You're a man and you're a nurse?
What kind of man is nurse?
Look, folks, I'm a professional, okay? I know exactly what I'm doing, so just trust me, everything's gonna be fine, all right?
Well, you heard it right there. Nurses are professionals and they don't have to put their finger all up in me to convince me of that reality. Doctors are great and all, but nurses are the ones that actually spend the time with you and do the bulk of all of that hands on work, or the hands in work in that case, right there. But apparently, the Trump regime have their heads shoved right up where the sun don't shine, and that has to be the reason that they just clarified that nurses are no longer considered to be a professional degree, which decreases the amount of student loans they can get and increases the odds of you dying. USA. Yeah. So hit subscribe to Really American Media and then take a deep breath because this might hurt a bit or a lot.
Recent changes to federal student loan rules have reignited debate over what counts as a professional degree. Nursing, notably, is not included on the government's official list, unlike medicine or law. The Department of Education clarified nursing was never considered a professional degree under their definition. Advocates warn this could limit loan amounts for nursing students, making graduate education harder to afford. Organizations like the American Nurses Association are pushing to revise the policy and add nursing to the list. Loan cap changes will take effect July 2026, raising concerns as the nation faces a critical nurse shortage.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? This would seem to be as serious as a heart attack. And if you have one of those, maybe the janitor can help you because that is also not considered to be a professional degree. So, the Department of Education is now saying that nursing was never meant to be included in that definition, and someone there actually had the balls to publicly say, quote, "We're not surprised that some institutions are crying wolf over regulations that never existed because their unlimited tuition ride on the taxpayer dime is now over." End stupid quote. So take that, you freeloading nurses. The good time ride is over. But I hope you still have a bedpan nearby because Trump just took a shit all over you, which is actually a new trick for him. Normally, he just shits all over himself, and I wish that was a joke.
The Department of Education recently made one of the dumbest decisions ever regarding healthcare. They decided that nurses, nurse practitioners, physician assistants, occupational therapists, and physical therapists, among others, are no longer considered professional degrees. Not only is this extremely insulting to some of the most integral healthcare providers that we have, but it will also likely impact staffing of these types of practitioners. We're currently facing an extreme nursing shortage, and it's only going to get worse over the next several years. Now, there are a lot of reasons for this, but one big one is burnout. Surveys show that 4 in 5 nurses face extreme stress while at work. And this has only been made worse after the pandemic, where you get stupid people who don't respect them and will even assault nurses.
Yeah, guess what, mega asshats? He's talking about y'all. You demonizing science and education is what led Trump to thinking he could get away with this kind of bullshit. Remember that next time you're sitting in the waiting room watching someone you care about suffering because we don't have enough nurses.
Now, on top of that, the Department of Education, headed by former WWE executive Linda McMahon, is now calling them no longer professionals. And this will limit the amount of federal student loans that nursing students can take out. Now, this can't make the nursing shortage worse, could it? Now, the fact is that nurses are the most important part of the hospital system. Yes, even more important than physicians. If all the nurses were to quit their job today, the hospital system and healthcare would fall apart literally within minutes. But if you think about it, if all the doctors would quit today, then nurses can actually keep this shit going for a while. I think Linda McMahon may have had too many DDTs and stone cold stunners that she has lost her freaking mind.
Well, saying she lost her mind implies that she ever had one. Who would have thought that hiring the fake wrestling lady would have such real consequences? It's almost as if she was brought into the Department of Education to simply destroy it, which I know the mega types were all in favor of, so let me know how that's going next time you have to insert your own catheter.
Hey, welcome in. What's up? Let's do some shit. Oh, hey. Keep your little fine ass right there. I'll be right back. So your blood pressure's high, but it's cool. It'll pass. We'll still give you the meds. No big deal. So we're gonna do this laser on your face and put some botulism toxin at the same time. It might melt it off, it might not work, I don't know, it doesn't really matter, I'm not a professional.
Yeah, and as one person commented on Reddit, it's a great recipe for a public health disaster. You're already seeing these localized outbreaks from misguided vaccination propaganda. Just wait till there's a more serious disease or new disease. It will be a hard lesson and result in needless suffering. But if there's enough staff left to even find a new cure, most of the political leaders will jump the line and get the new vaccines, treatments first and make poor people suffer while production lag from their policies catches up. Yeah, all true. And honestly, this whole thing reeks of an uneducated decision. What we really need in this country is an entire department dedicated to education. That would be brilliant.
So, the Department of Education announced that nursing is no longer considered a professional degree, which is kind of ironic considering that the people who are making these decisions are old people who are soon to be going to be screaming for their nurse to change their bedpan. But I digress. And as someone who's a nurse, I want to go over some things that make nursing very unprofessional, because it makes a lot of sense. Number one, as nurses, we save lives, and that is so overrated. Like, who cares anymore that you dedicate your entire career to saving people's lives? It's not like if we all quit our jobs, the entire healthcare system wouldn't collapse on itself, because it definitely would. And number two, we don't just save people's lives, we keep people alive. But I saw on the list that they consider chiropractics professional, but not nursing. So honestly, in the ICU, just fire all of those ICU nurses. They're just a waste of money. Just put chiropractors in there and just have them adjust every patient. And then all of a sudden, I bet they'll get better patient outcomes than whatever we could do,
Yeah, touche. And here's another Reddit comment that sees the obviousness of the truth by saying, so essentially, they're saying you're going to go to the damn coal mines and you're gonna like it, huh? Like, to them at least, it seems that work requiring degrees are too woke and that everyone should be in the same blue collar labor force that can be easily manipulated and mistreated by said GOP leaders. Yep, spot on. Meg will stop at nothing to own the libs. You really have to admire their dedication. Sorry, did I say dedication? I meant retardation.
Nursing's not a professional degree anymore? Fine. It's okay. No worries. I do have one question, though, for you, Donald Trump. What are you going to do when you get sick? Because inevitably this will happen. It happens to every single person in the world. It doesn't matter who you are. Everybody ages and everybody begins to have problems, and that is just how that goes. So what are you going to do? Come to a hospital and be taken care of by unprofessional people? People who have no reason to be there, correct? Or go home and ask for a 24-hour care nurse who's also unprofessional. Please tell me what it is that you're going to do, because I guarantee you, your doctors who may prescribe your meds and may diagnose you are also not going to take care of you the way that a nurse does. But it's okay. I'm not professional, so don't ask me to do it.
Hey, all good. Trump's not a professional either. He's a fucking game show host that the science deniers all teamed up so they could vote him in, and now we're all paying the price. Can we get a loan to cover that price? Does that qualify? Listen, in the meantime, megatypes, please go ahead and never take Tylenol. Always use horse dewormer for everything. Remember that bleach is a great way to cure COVID and that science is just some woke garbage. So go ahead, stare directly at the sun. That way, the rest of us might have a chance to get a nurse next time we go to a doctor to let science cure what ails us. So please, thank a nurse next time you see one. And also, like this video, comment below with your thoughts on all of this, and get vocal. From the Vocal Minority with Nick and Steve podcast, I'm Steve Harness for Really American Media.